into play.
You know, Biscuits there closing down.
Yeah.
Or Biscuits. I always mispronounce his name. I call him Biscuits because it's a shorthand.
So actually, that right there is it's from quite deep, but that was new crossing logic. So we've completely reworked all our crossing targeting.
Yeah.
So balls are now getting more in behind. You're trying to get the attackers to run onto the ball. It's more authentic. We might see it here in a second. But it's also a bit more timing related.
Oh, that's a great header. Was that Messi?
Was that you?
Well done.
And now it's a brand new thing here. So run towards the camera, you get new camera celebrations.
That's
so
incredible.
There's two cameramen on each side. Run towards them, you get new celebrations. After you've done it,
that was Jordi Alba scored.
There you go. I challenge you not to do it once you've done it once.
Yeah, that camera. I mean, people love the celebrations as well.
Right?
Yeah, it is. It's that that gives you that sense of you're in a real match and you've got control over all the elements.
Yeah.
I mean, one of the things I'm really excited about is the new, like you say, the touch you don't take with the dribbling.
Yes. So that's left bumper. I mean, maybe we'll see that. We can get the guys to do that in a second. But you hold down left bumper and you can now decide not to touch the ball. You can, use body position, swerve, do feints, which is really nice.
And that's such a simple thing that's going to have a huge impact on the way people play.
Absolutely. I think it also kind of makes skill moves, if you like, a little bit more accessible because it's kind of a skill move in itself.
Safe. Oh, did it go out there?
No.
Linesman.
You can see the lines on the pitch. Sorry, I didn't point that out. You got the spray.
Oh, so you've got the referee spray now. Oh my God! Little touches like that, really,
So there you go. There was an interception there.
Yep.
Probably last year, there's a likelihood that the defender wouldn't have tried to get that ball. So it really makes you think about, what you're doing in midfield. Brings the midfield back into play, which is something, the community really wanted back. It was quite easy to bypass the midfield last year. That was a bit of a stronger pass right there. Maybe we can get a cross in as well. Took a deflection.
Oh, off the bar. That's a great cross. And the physics in the game and the mechanics have always been solid with FIFA. And these new, the new passing mode, the new defending mode, and the new dribbling mode, they're just going to add to the
Absolutely. There you go. Another whipped in cross there.
And it's much more dynamic now with the crossing system and the passing system, as you say. There'd be a lot of times where people do like the straight through midfield. It's almost 100% guarantee of a pass. That's not going to exist
Well, exactly,
anymore.
And I think we are finding a lot. A lot of players were playing with Real Madrid. Especially online. So by tightening up the midfield, helping you in defending. We don't want to take away that. Dribbling felt really good, and we don't want to take that. We haven't taken that away, and we've added to it with no touch. But we wanted to tighten things up a little bit. It means that there won't be one over-pervasive tactic. Speed was sort of quite overpowered last year, and we wanted to balance the game. We talked a lot about balance this year, which means I think you'll get more variety in the teams that players are using.
I mean, this can't be. This is obviously a game because Cuadrado is playing on the right wing for Chelsea, so that can't be right. And obviously all the new kits and stuff. We see the new Barcelona kit with the hoops this year. And it's terrible defending. Who was that?
Terrible finish.
Suarez couldn't finish. Set up for him beautifully. Could Chelsea break here and make the difference? Make it pay?
There we go.
Oh, there's the man over. It's a good run. He's off. Just couldn't quite hold it, Fabregas.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, obviously, we're seeing gameplay footage for the first time, and almost this part of the game is something I was really excited for last year. Is the replays, the match summaries. It feels so kind of part of football. Yeah,
so we've added stuff as well to that. We've got, especially in which will obviously come out in career mode. We've kind of got the story of the game, more kind of tracking of what's going on. We even sort of talk about transfers as well this year. So. Lots of little touches like that. You'll see, we saw the running to the camera earlier. Yeah, that was beautiful. You can actually celebrate with subs now as well.
Oh, wow.
In certain situations. So, little touches like that.
Well, I was saying earlier about the career mode. I do play career mode quite a lot. And, one of my favourite modes apart from career mode is the training mode. I love doing the advanced shooting drills, the advanced tackling drills, and the passing drills. And to have that implemented into career mode and feel like you're actually training your player is going to give you so much more ownership of your team. Exactly, and I think that it gives you so many more options as well, because you can go and train like Costa in how to shoot, but ultimately he's pretty good already. So the benefit won't be as big. You might be able to get him up maybe 1 point or something like that.
You know, but if you go with a younger player with higher potential, you can really start to grow those players a bit more quickly. So it gives you more control over that. It gives you then more options where you can then, you know, maybe take some youth players, train them up. Maybe you can sell them on. If you're, you know, a smaller club, it's another way to get funds in.
Yep.
But maybe you can bring them into the first team a bit more quickly. So, you know, previously it would take quite a while for those players to grow well enough to get into your first team, but now it gives you a little bit more options, a bit more flexibility to do that.
And it's not just a case of sending that on loan or bringing them on for the final 10 minutes to get their stats up.
You know, which is also a sort of fun thing to do as well. You know, the little no-touch there. You see the
lovely
shimmy.
stuff.
Good tackle.
Lovely feet. And Costa, and there's Fabregas, and just straight at the keeper.
Couldn't get it out of his feet.
Couldn't get it out of his feet. But, you know, like you were saying before about the career mode, also is with the training is that's going to maybe, you know, change a player, like say Joe Gomez for Liverpool, who Charlton player did sign. Would you be able to kind of use him as a raw player and, like, you know, shape him up and maybe make him a left back rather than a centre back, that kind of thing?
Yeah. So there's obviously limits to it. You're not going to make John Terry the best striker in the world, but you know what you can do is build up his defensive ability, like you said. You talked about there as Gomez defending wise. You can do that. You can maybe make him a better passer as well. But you know, the potential and the growth is also dependent on position.
Oh, great save from Courtois there.
One other thing we could mention, maybe you could switch it on quickly, is the trainer. So we've got training, and then there's the trainer. So, you know, I know a lot of our core fans maybe think this isn't something for them, but we're only going to see the basic controls right here. But you can actually start to see much more advanced controls. So, you know, but this is a great way for some of our newer players to come in, learn the basics. But we also show you things like advanced controls, like, you know, triple tap crosses as well. You know, lob through balls, different ways to play the game. So we think this is important. It's helping new players, but also some players that are playing FIFA for a couple of years, and maybe some more advanced controls.
And you know, if there's like a really good FIFA player, you'll be able to see the way they play and what combinations of buttons they're using to play the game. Exactly. What a goal, my words!
So that was actually some new logic there for the goalkeeper, just the way they step back, sort of move back towards the goal. Obviously had a few issues around goalkeeper last year, but he's actually able to track back better.
Nice.
As well.
And will the, you know, this new trainer mode, will that, like, you know, you see a lot of times you'll see the FIFA great goals where you'll see Ronaldo do a crazy back heel kind of free kick or do some crazy skill. Will that be part of that as well?
In terms of telling you what he's just done? It's basically just contextual to say in this situation
this is what you should do.
Not what you should, but you could do. It's not like
he's through. Offside.
It's not like that, you know, this is the perfect thing to do. This is just some suggestions about what you might want to try.
And obviously you've got all the new kits here. That's a big thing. I mean, you know, the new I mentioned before the hoops, but you know, the new Chelsea kit, the new sponsors.
Absolutely.
And I think, you know, I get so excited by that. You know, just the new kits and the new look.
Yeah.
And it's, you know, there's so much. I can't wait to see the Charlton kit and see what that's like. And you know, there's so much authenticity to FIFA now.
So again, that was another pass with purpose. We call it. That was the harder pass there.
I had to make the pass.
I don't know what Al's doing. He's just...
Diego Costa was just waiting in the middle.
He just needs to finish, really.
Finish. The problem with Chelsea is they always try and walk it.
Yeah, well, he's obviously trying that.
But yeah, you can see... You
can see the coverage of the players a little bit more defensively as well. You know, they were very much sticking to their man previously, whereas now they're much more likely to try and defend the space. Exactly, exactly.
That's it. Yeah, that's what I always try and do. You know, when I'm playing career mode, I always sell my defender short, and you know, you've got to defend that space and wait for the ball in and make the difference there. No one there for Chelsea.
I'm playing with one contact lens at the moment. I think that's worse than the red card.
Right, so there you go.
1-0.
That's kind of like, you know, a complete game. You get the idea. As if you're at Gamescom, this is the build you can come and play on the show
Messi's
floor.
new tattoo there as well.
Exactly.
Awesome.
We've done some work on the faces as well, just improving some of the facial textures for some of the bigger players. You know, you're always going to get, you know, we try and build in the atmosphere as well. We did a lot of work of changing the way we do all the replays a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
And, you know, we try and obviously build on that each year.
I'm a huge fan of this replay system. I love, especially after a big game with lots of incidents.
Yeah, I mean, you get to see...
You sit back and review it.
Yeah.
And you can see the graphical fidelity there. Like, you can see the difference in the facial structures and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely skills from Willian.
So I don't know if we've got time for one. We can maybe start another game with a couple of different teams. Oh, that was actually, we just passed the screen. We've just changed the flow slightly so you can go in and see some of the highlights a little easier to get to them.
Oh, nice.
You know, obviously we've got these screens won't be in the final game.
Yeah, you can do a replay by a player there.
You can actually, some of the key moments, that screen's been in the game previously, but it was a bit hidden.